Hola clase. Well, this is a nice little quick review of the present tense of regular AR, ER, and IR verbs. And I'm sure all of you remember how to form regular AR verbs by dropping the AR and adding the endings o, as, a, amos, ais, an. Estudio, estudias, estudia, estudiamos, estudiais, estudian. So here we have a nice big list of common AR verbs for you, like bailar, estudiar, caminar, llegar, and so on and so forth. But we also have verbs like desear that take infinitives, to wish to do something, or esperar that takes infinitive, to hope to do something, or necesitar that takes the infinitive, to need to do something. Please remember these. Now let's take a look at our other two infinitive endings, ER and IR. And the same thing occurs. You're going to drop off the infinitive ending, ER or IR, and add the endings, o, ace, a, amos, ace, n for ER verbs, o, ace, a, emos, is, n for IR verbs. Once again, please remember that ER and IR verbs have exactly the same endings except for the nosotros, vosotros. So, the verb comer, nosotros comemos. The verb escribir, nosotros escribimos. Big change there. Vosotros also. Coméis, escribís. And so here, just like the AR verbs, here's a list of common ER and IR verbs like aprender, you should know that. You should know abrir. You should know comprender, escribir, vivir. Here's one right here. Deber plus the infinitive, should, must, ought to do something like debo estudiar estos verbos aquí. Debo estudiar. And now I have two more slides about things that you should remember. First, Spanish verbs buscar, escuchar, esperar, and mirar do not need to be followed by prepositions, as they do in English. Busco la tarea means I'm looking for. See, in English we have to have that preposition for, but in Spanish, buscar means to look for, so you don't need the preposition. Escuchar also. Escuchar means to listen to, so if it's followed by a thing like música, you don't need a preposition. However, if it's followed by a person, escucho a la señora James. This preposition right here really is the personal a. That's why you need it. It doesn't mean anything. But please remember, when followed by a thing, you don't need a preposition. Same thing with esperar and mirar. Esperar, to wait for, no need to have for in Spanish. And mirar means to look at, there's no need to have a preposition. And just one more important note, señoritas, and that's this right here. When two verbs are used together, with no change in subject, the second is generally use the infinitive. It's like, deseo hablar con Don Francisco. I wish to speak. You can also say, necesito. Necesito. Mirar la televisión. I need to watch TV. Things like that. Necesito. You already know how to make sentences no or negatives. You put the no before the verb form, the form verb. Alicia no desea bailar ahora. And so that wraps up our quick review of AR, ER, and IR verbs regular in the present tense. Gracias. Nos vemos en clase.